Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain. Alright, so we're back here in House Kundarak. Actually right near the market entrance here. And we're going to be heading to Red Fence. Now Red Fence is a quest chain, so there will be several quests that we're doing out here. You get to Red Fence by talking to Oromar, the Cavern Master, or Caravan Master. And he takes you out here. So when you first get out here, this is a Slayer area, so this is a Slayer area, so there is all that fun stuff. But when you first get out here, you're kind of in the refugee camp, and you can pick up a couple of the quests here. There is a fourth quest given by this guy, Ravenwing, but you can't actually pick up that quest until you complete the other three. So let's head off. So the path that we're going to be taking, it's a path that I always take, and it kind of leads me around the outside edge going clockwise to hit all three of the quests. Alright, so I start off by heading off this way. Now I want to point out when you... There we go. When you do start heading off that way, right at the top of that hill, right there, there is a possible named. If it is up, you would see the chest there, so we can see that nothing has spawned. That's just right up here. They also have a few uniquely named enemies out here. So like the mire rats, the blighted tangle for the plant, and then the drowned for the zombies. Alright, so yeah, the trick is just hug the left side. Kind of hug that wall. Alright, while you're hugging the wall, you will notice this giant tree coming out of the altar there. And at the top of the altar, there is 3 crests. Now, these crests are in the Slayer area itself. And what happens is, once you obtain all 3, you place them inside of the sockets. And then it will actually spawn in a rare creature there. So we're just going to continue heading south, kind of following this little bit of a river. Or, I can't really say river, but this little bit of water. We've got a waterfall there, we're going to head up. Now again, there can be a named guy here as well. Actually, no, there can't be a named guy. Sorry about that. There is a explorer here, as well as one of the colossal clams. Now these clams, they can give 1 of 3 pearls, and you need all the different types in order to upgrade some of the named loot that you can get out in this area. Alright, so continuing hugging the wall. Ooh, we got a named here. And then again, continue hugging the wall. And our first quest is right here at the Claw Canyon.
Flickering braziers now show that this marks the beginning of the Fire Giant's territory.
And for the other videos, I will be continuing off from the exit here. So I won't be going back to the start every time. So if you're, and I'll mention this in the other one, if you're not sure where to go, just watch to the beginning of the video, and it'll show you how to get to this point. And then I'll be continuing on to the next video there. Alright, so this quest can be done a couple of ways. I'm going to show you the most common method that is done. But again, there are a couple of ways that you can do this one here. So first things first, I am going to give myself a fire resistance. and then we have to talk to Priestess Iona. Now, she's not actually a hostile. In this one, we're actually trying to help her out and help her deal with these fire giants here. So that was a little bit redundant. Let's see if that'll get his aggro and keep him off of us for a moment, as he is a champion. And basically what he does is they kind of go enter in a dialogue, and eventually he turns them all into little scorpions.
So Brian's bellows.
Silence, slaves! Curse you and your insolence! Like a blind swear before your master!
Should have put on Death Ward too. Alright. So once he dies, what we need to do is go ahead and pick up her staff, and then pick up all the little scorpions here. And basically we're putting them all into our backpack.
Iona whispers from your backpack.
Alright.
Bet I can just. There we go. Good luck.
Alright, so as we progress, we see two giants near a door and a giant lever next to it. We also, as I'm sure you heard, had a secret door. So you can choose to open the lever, head through the door, or just to our left, heading east, we have a secret door and leading here. Now, when we pull this lever, we are going to drop down, and there's going to be a giant running straight at us. He's attempting to pull a lever that's down there, right there. We definitely don't want to have him get to that lever, as it will activate a trap. So we can either hop down, disable the trap, or try and just get out of its path there. The other option would be to obviously, of course, disable the trap. Alright. And I love this broken texture here. So at this point we do have a set of shrines that we can use. Moving deeper in, we have a few more giants.
Iona whispers.
See the octagonal pressure plate?
Right, before I step on that,
Place my staff.
there are, just like before, they kind of pull the lever, activate some flame traps. These ones can also be disabled. Right here. So it's just a little bit north of the lever. So this is the other path that you could have taken heading down. So that would have led you through that door and through all these flame jet traps. So that's why a lot of people choose not to head this path and kind of go through the secret one, plus, you know, secret door. Alright, so from this point, what we want to do is actually stand on this this little
Iona
button,
whispers.
The claw stirs
and it will
in.
open up our door here
Let
for
my
us.
staff show you the way.
Make sure you re-pick up the staff, as it is a requirement to continue on. Alright, so from this point, they did suggest trying not to kill the scorpions, which is very, very difficult to do, as they are literally everywhere. So the ones that are the biggest pain in the butt are these roaming scorpions. What they'll do is they'll actually summon in extra things to fight. The trick to this is obviously wait until they pass and run right past and head down. Of course, you can always stop to kill, so you don't want to be seen by the roaming scorpions. So the nesting ones and any of the other scorpions, they're fine. We just want to try and avoid the roaming scorpions. So it is very, very, very hard to avoid them. But I am going to
Iona
give it a try.
whispers,
Careful. I sense many guardians.
So the trick,
If you can activate
head
my
down the
spells from
hole,
an octagon
land on the
each
bridge.
guardian, you can pacify them one at a time.
Simple
But you
enough.
must remain unnoticed.
Iona whispers,
Oh,
A roaming scorpion.
yeah, so there we go. We got spotted by the roaming scorpion. That did not take long. Yeah. So, if you do happen to get... Actually, you know what? Since we were spotted anyway, I am going to hop all the way to the bottom just in case, you know, you didn't happen to make it. At the bottom here, we do have a clam. Now, most people choose to just land on that bridge as it avoids the first couple of fights here. Oh, there's their ambushers. So, the roaming scorpion, once you are spotted by them, it will spawn in one wave of ambushers per roaming scorpion spotted. So if you're spotted by two, it'll spawn in two groups of ambushers. The nesting scorpions, they are your healers. They will heal every time they go under and above the ground. So they can be a real pain.
Iona whispers,
And then you also have guardians here. Now, you also notice we have a task to pacify the guardians. Obviously, we failed that. And the way to pacify the guardians is to actually just take the staff and touch the button. That'll open up the door, and once the door is broken open, they are pacified. You can pick up the staff and move on. If you happen to kill the guardian, don't worry, you just lose out on the optional, which are very hard to do. At that point, once you kill them, the door opens anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, it's very difficult to actually get the pacify optionals. You gotta almost be full stealth the entire way. You gotta be, yeah, it's rough. Alright, so here's that bridge that we landed on, so that was that first group. Then we're moving on to the second group
Iona
here.
whispers,
Guardian has noticed you.
Alright, so Guardian's dead. That was breaking. Alright, so we do have a little bit of a shrine here. And there's our button there. And yeah, you just want to head in here and head on up. Kind of the spiral here.
Iona whispers,
A roaming scorpion is
Great,
spotted.
2 Famine Reapers.
Watch out for ambush.
Ooh, put that on just in time.
Iona whispers,
Guardian has
Really should have put on Death Ward.
Iona whispers,
Guardian has noticed you.
Trying to take out these nesting scorpions. That'll make it a little easier as they stop healing. Alright, there we go.
Iona whispers,
Guardian has noticed you.
So as you can see, fairly basic quest. It's kind of a keep killing, keep moving forward.
Iona whispers,
A scorpion has spotted you.
Doing these on Reaper are super difficult because those Reapers have a very good spot, and it's generally hard to try and avoid them, which you would need to do if you're wanting to touch the buttons.
Iona whispers,
Guardian has noticed you.
The other way to, of course, pacify them would be to use like a... Actually, I don't know if it works, but like the Ranger's Charm Vermin. And then go through the process of, you know, killing everything. That might also help to avoid getting that that bit there. Alright, so once you proceed far enough in, so you kind of get to this room here. As well, moment. There we go. So you get to this room here where it's just a... Oh, no, never mind. Still further. So in here we have a shrine. Couple of sleeping giants. As well, behind us there are some roaming scorpions, so... There we go. So the shrine is clear. Now we got our scorpions.
A roaming scorpion has spotted you. Watch out for ambush.
Iona whispers,
A roaming scorpion has spotted you. Watch out
Alright,
for
so
ambush.
now we're making our way across, and we need to actually hop across right here. Let's toss right
Iona whispers,
Alright. So at this point we do have a resurrection shrine at the Lake of Lava here. We don't actually have a rest shrine, so if you do need to shrine, unfortunately this is not the place. And our objective here is to actually cross and get up top. So we first need to head up our ramp. And having a jump spell definitely assists in this. And if you do need a shrine, as you see we have a res shrine over here. Or rest shrine, sorry. That you can get to. So it's a little bit of work, but I guess they do have one there. Continuing further across, so you want to head up, then jump across here. Head up some more. Jump across. And if you can't make this one, try for, so from here, try just for this one here, or even just landing here. From here you can hop up, and then across. Ultimately you want to get up and over here, and hop down into this section, which will have a couple more nesting scorpions, which are taking off for some reason. And then through the door. Now this is that room I thought we were at earlier. In this room it has a lever. It also has a whole lot of traps which are disableable. The trap box is on the door that you entered in, so it's on the little there. That will disable those, allowing you to safely pull this lever. Now as you see, it does change the orientation of the door, so if I pull it again, it'll open up that one and reclose this one.
The air in this chamber is dusty and stagnant. It must not have been disturbed for centuries.
Alright, so in here, we have an optional that states not to rob the Giant's Tomb. Now, we can go about and break everything. Apparently looting does not contribute to smashing. I will end up looting it here as well. But by smashing it all, you will be able to get the ransack as well. I want to point out that you can actually loot. Oh, you can't loot the clam anymore.
And then a voice whispers,
Okay, never mind. So you used to be able to loot the clam. Apparently you can no longer loot the clam without setting off the small little boss fight here. So basically Big Giant gets upset that you're robbing his grave and creates a fight with you. As you can see by his hit points, he does have a very large amount of hit points for this level. So the fight might be a little difficult there. Alright. Once he dies, of course, feel free to loot everything else, because there's no reason. So he has 2 chests. Nothing special in either one. Hey, we randomly got it. So, okay, it wasn't completely true. So this chest here, we did get actually a named item. So let's just deal with these guys first. These guys, ooh, hit points are running a little low. So there we go. So in this chest here, so we're going to ignore the ham. That's just a random loot drop. Can spawn technically from any chest. And I really enjoy these ham. Mostly because of the description. They are the bestamest, you heard, bestamest ham ever. So if you just hover over their description, that is their actual description. And so you can eat them for a little bit of hit points back. But I just love it because of the little flavored text, the bestamest ham ever. You also get a very, very handy item, which is the dampen. I'm not even sure how to say that. Cacophonic Verge. And what this gives is a rechargeable wand, an endless rechargeable wand of Sonic Blast. Now this is great for breaking all the breakables. I'm actually going to pop in and grab that. And if you look at its effect there, dampened, that's where you can upgrade it with those jewels that we're picking up there. Alright, so we have a second chest here. Alright, from here, we just want to continue up our ramp, heading north.
Iona whispers.
Reapers.
Guardian has noticed you.
So as you can see, on the way back up, there's a lot of nesting scorpions, which can make things difficult, as nesting scorpions in large numbers makes it difficult to kill them. They constantly heal each other.
Iona whispers.
From here,
There it is.
just
Done it.
keep heading up, and all you gotta do is touch the button and progress. There you go. No end chest here. If you're doing it on epic, this is about where you're gonna get that epic chest. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward quest. Not too bad XP. We could have done it a lot quicker if, wasn't stopping to, try and make it past that first fight, which we didn't end up doing anyway, as well as hopping down to the very bottom. There are ways to, shortcut this quest a little bit, as well as skipping that fight with the giant there. But yeah, so that's been the Claw of Vulkoor. The next video will pick up right at the exit of this one here. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Alright, see you guys later.